2 successful Sundays. So what this is going to be about is I'm going to be showing you what charts and trades I'm looking to get into for the week upcoming. I do this for my students, however they get a much longer list. I think they got about 8 to 10 this week, and as you can see on the right, you're only getting 2. So if you want to get the full package or full list, you will have to join my students, and that is it. If you want any more information about that, message me on Instagram. It will be on the screen right now, but other than that, let's get straight into it. So as you can see, we have a GA set up. I've already went through this on Telegram that I was logging on this. I actually had an entry, but I got out of it because of the Brexit news on Friday, and as you can see, Friday kind of fucked up the whole trend. We did actually break out of this channel, but because of the news we came back into it. However, it was just an opinion from a barrister, and I still think GBP is long. So for that, we have this set up here. So as you can see, a quick Fibonacci, and if we jump to the 4 hour, I'll explain this a bit more. So the reason for this Fibonacci is because I sort of classify this as the low, sort of, and we're trying to make higher highs and higher lows, obviously, as we're going into a bullish trend. So for the next high low, I want to see support formed here, so or a low support, a higher low formed here, so we can go further up, and pretty simple. All I want to see is rejection candles in this area. As you can see, it's already quite slow. It's slowing quite down. If we go down to the 1 hour, as you see, it's slowing down. We're at a double bottom right here, and it's rejected already. And so I just want to see rejection candles in this box or around this box to go to the next level, which is up here. I've put my TP at 1.86 because that is the maximum, or that is the area that I see it potentially going to before coming away. And the reason because of that is, first of all, 1.85 is quite a respected area or level. As you can see, it's respected. Also 1.86 is respected too, so I think breaking both of those would be quite hard quite quickly. And so overall, I put my TP at the highest point because I don't want to limit my wins. That's how it should be. But also we set alerts at key levels, which would be the 0, this, then also the 1.85, then the 0.618, and then also lastly the 1.86. But that is it. Just to make sure, just to show you how I got this, quite simple. In fact, I'll just delete everything and do everything again. So we have a top channel going like that. We also had a bottom channel going sort of similar to this. If we jump onto, or the 4 hours, fine. We use the Fibonacci at this low here to the high. As you can see, this box is formed here, and that is it. Then we just form out the levels that we had. Right here is fine, and also right here, and then there we go. If we want to see rejections, that is pretty much already happening. And we want to take buys from around here. Stops probably could be the 0 just to be safe, and TP up here. And even if the TP wasn't up here and it was actually at the 23, we would still have a risk to reward of 3.8, basically 4. And if you had it to have a double top, our risk to reward would still be 2.9, which is basically 3. And as we know, anything above a 2 risk to reward or 1 to 2 risk to reward is good, and we take those trades. But we're going to put it up here. Ends up with a 6.5 risk to reward, which is very, very good. Moving on to the next trade, we have this trade here, EURUSD. EURUSD is quite of a different one. We still have this bullish trend here, however, we also have a bearish counter trend. Now, what I will be looking to see for is if we can reject this area again, which is the same area that we already currently used on the GBP Australian dollar, to see if we can take buys. First of all, see rejection candles, and then take an entry and target the highest point on the Fibonacci. Now there is levels in between, just like last time, where we could see potential struggle or reversal. I've put them all out. The 0 obviously, then we have the 1.2 psych level, 0.23 and 0.618. Simple. There is a potential trade before this trade, or an intraday trade that we could take. So this is basically a 2-in-1, so you're basically getting 3 trades here potentially. And so if I delete this Fibonacci and quickly redraw a different Fibonacci, you will see that potentially we could see a bounce off the counter trend that we have here, the 4-hour counter trend. So basically what I'll be looking for is, if I just get the brush, a reversal, probably 1-hour candle or a few 1-hour candles at these levels where it links up with the trend line. So anywhere at one of these levels, I will be waiting to see. So just again, I will be waiting to see if we can see rejection levels at these areas. Because remember, we have to make a lower high before moving down and try and breaking this lower low here. What I mean by that is, if we have this high here, we have a lower low, a lower high, a lower low, and we're trying to make that higher, that lower high, which could be, as I said, any of these levels, and then we come back down to around here. And how I would set that out is, I would just, let's say it was at this level, I would have the stop loss either up to the 0, up to the 1, sorry, or up to the 0.786, and I would target the 23, just because I don't want to target too close to here, because as you can see, it has sometimes just came close or just about here before wicking away, coming up. So I would rather be safe and still nearly 100 pips, 92 pips, with a 40 pip stop loss, a 1 to 2.4, basically 5 risk to reward, which is decent, and that is a trade or a day trade that could potentially happen before this long trade here. Just a disclaimer, I do not provide any financial advice. During the week, this could change at any time. So another benefit of being a student, I do an update midweek, just to show that, or just to tell students that potentially a trade may not be valid anymore, and we just go back over the charts to see what my thinking is, because it may change throughout the week. Potentially a trade could not be valid anymore. But yeah, that is it. Thank you guys for watching. If you did find the video helpful, make sure to press that like button. But other than that, see you next week.